2018 has been a very weird but eye-opening year. But more than anything else, it's been my year. I feel like I turned a corner. I feel like I reached a milestone and the world started accepting who I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. And it started granting me the opportunities that I asked for and granted me the chances that I wanted to rebuild bridges and reconnect with people and just be myself and not feel like I'm being punished for it. One of the things that I thought about for a really, really long time is one of my old best friends that we just randomly stopped talking. And I reached a point to where I wanted to fix whatever went wrong with us, whatever caused us to not talk anymore. And it's been years, mind you. And I wanted to just get closure on our friendship and get closure on whatever I did wrong, whatever. So I reached out, and I'm going to try not to use names, but I reached out and pretty much said, hey, what's going on? Want to check up on you, make sure you're okay. And I did not get a reply. That was like probably a month, maybe 2 months ago. We're at the end of the year now. This is December. It's December 15th as I'm saying this right now. And I go to a friend's birthday party. And I knew that they were friends. It's no big deal, but I go to a friend's birthday party and she's there. My old best friend was there. And it was awkward at first, but it wasn't bad. Like, I was happy to see her. I don't think she was happy to see me, but that's okay. We ended up playing some drinking games together, and we didn't like open up like, so how you been, what's new? We didn't do any of that, but being able to have like the small talk that we had was awesome to me. And I find it so crazy because it wasn't until this year, 2 months prior, that I said, you know what, I want to rekindle something. I don't need us to be best friends again per se, but I wanted to make sure you were like okay and make sure that she was doing well and see if she had changed at all. From what I saw, she hadn't changed much, and I got to see her, I got to chat with her briefly, got to drink, got to laugh with her, got to do all these kinds of things with her, and it was awesome. And then what's crazy is that I didn't think that we would run into each other again. I mean, it's a small world, I get that, but at the same time, I had been wanting that to happen and it never did, so I just assumed that it wasn't going to. And lo and behold, it happened. So it's either telling me that the universe believes that there's a time and place for things, which, don't get me wrong, I don't believe in fate, I don't believe in destiny. I believe that we pretty much pave our own paths the way that we want to, but if I was to ever believe in it at all, it would have been in that moment. Another instance is I was thinking about another friend of mine who I hadn't seen in a long time, and hadn't seen her, hadn't talked to her, haven't checked up on her kids, anything like that. Yes, it's also a her. And I'm working, and she drives by where I'm working, blows her horn, and then messages me on social media saying, hey, that was me that blew at you. And then we just started chatting, and we started to like talk about like hanging out. I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out? Do you want to catch up? This, that, and the other. And we were able to do that. We were able to have a couple of drinks and chat and see what's been going on in the past 8 years or 9 years since the last time I saw them. And it was awesome. And now we're rebuilding a bridge that we hadn't crossed in almost a decade. And I don't know, man, like, it's something about rekindling these relationships with people that you just didn't think would ever happen, that just it it gives me like a weird feeling. I don't want to say it's like a feeling of hope, because that means that there was like a point where I was hopeless or whatever, and that wasn't the case. I find it very fascinating that a lot of things can change in almost a decade. A lot of things can change, but somehow we still found each other, and we were able to, I don't want to say pick up where we left off, but we're able to reconnect pretty much without missing a step. That's crazy to me. And I think it speaks volumes to what we as human beings are capable of when we want love, when we want connection, when we want human interaction. I think that's the most powerful thing that a human being can possess is those qualities, or are those qualities. And this is just two instances of this happening, and I'm so happy that they happened. And ironically, they happened back to back, but I was able to close out, or I still have 15, 16 days until the year's over, but I'm closing out my year on a high note, and I think that's awesome. I've lost a lot of friends along the years that I just don't chat to anymore, and that sucks, but I don't sweat that too much, because I know that at the end of the day, we'll find each other again, we'll reconnect, and we'll just go from there. I know that life has a way of throwing a lot of things in our way, and life doesn't really give a crap about what's going on in your personal life. It will continue to move with or without you. So the people who have gotten busy with work, or gotten busy with family, and gotten busy with whatever's going on in their personal life, because I mean, I've been in the same boat, and I'm in the same boat, and I get it. Like, I'm focusing more on me. I'm focusing on bettering myself so that I have a future, and the people that are surrounding me and connecting to me have a future. And I'm realizing, well, not really realizing, I've always kind of felt this way, but it's becoming more and more apparent that I'm the person that's there to pick people up when they fall. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn as like I'm a therapist or anything like that, but every time that a friend is going through something, that's whenever we reconnect. Well, not every time, but more often than not. And we reconnect, they vent to me, we talk about it, we figure out a solution, and then once they get better, one or two things will happen. Either they stick around and we continue to build on our friendship, or they leave. And if they leave, it's fine. They're transitional. I get that. I have no problem with that. But if they stay, we build something special in our friendships, in our relationships. And I think that that's just one of the most incredible things that we can do, that I can do. Because I don't consider myself somebody who's talented. I mean, I've been told I'm funny. I guess it's whatever. But it's a quality that I'm happy that I possess, and I'm happy that I have. And I think it's awesome. It speaks volumes to the character that I'm trying to create and the character that I'm trying to become. And I think that's awesome. And it's the little things, man. I think it's a victory, and it's a little victory that I was proud to take, and I was proud to win. So, yeah, it's good stuff. 2018 is my year, and hopefully 2019 will just be a repeat of this year, for all the good reasons, of course. So, yeah.